What if a child, barely old enough to understand the world, was given absolute power over an entire kingdom? Not in a fairy tale, but in real African history, a kingdom of deep traditions, powerful kings, and a culture so rich it has survived centuries of change. This is the story of the Buganda Kingdom, one of Africa's most influential and enduring monarchies. In the central region of modern-day Uganda lies a kingdom that has shaped history for centuries. Buganda, home to the Baganda people, a kingdom built on unity, loyalty, and tradition. At the center of it all stands the Kabaka, the king. But in Buganda, the king is not just a ruler. He is a symbol of identity, culture, and spiritual connection. The Kabaka holds immense cultural authority. Historically, he controlled land, commanded armies, and guided the destiny of his people. But Buganda's leadership wasn't chaotic. It was structured. A system of chiefs, clans, and councils supported the Kabaka. Every clan had a role. Every citizen had a place. This balance of power is what made Buganda one of the most organized pre-colonial African kingdoms. Now here's where the story becomes truly incredible. In 1939, a young boy named Edward Mutesa II ascended to the throne. He was only a child. Imagine that. A kingdom, looking up to someone barely 7 years old. But in Buganda, kingship is not about age. It is about lineage, destiny, and preparation. Mutesa II grew under guidance, trained in leadership, and eventually became one of the most significant figures in Uganda's history. He later went on to become the first president of Uganda, from child king to national leader. A journey few in history have ever taken. The Baganda culture is not just history, it is alive. Let's start with language. Luganda, a language rich in proverbs, respect, and meaning. Then, the clans. Buganda has over 50 clans, each with its own totem, identity, and responsibilities. Marriage, leadership, even daily interactions are guided by these clan systems. And then, the traditions. Royal ceremonies, drum performances, storytelling. These are not just entertainment. They are history in motion. Even clothing carries meaning. From bark cloth worn in rituals to traditional attire used in ceremonies. Every detail tells a story. But like many African kingdoms, Buganda faced a powerful challenge. Colonialism. When the British arrived, they didn't just see land, they saw influence. Buganda became a central player in colonial administration, sometimes cooperating, sometimes resisting. And during this time, the role of the Kabaka became even more complex, balancing tradition with foreign control. Yet despite everything, Buganda survived. The story of Edward Mutesa II took a dramatic turn. Political tensions forced him into exile. Imagine that. A king removed from his own kingdom. But the people never forgot him. Years later, he returned, a symbol of resilience and unity. His story reflects the strength of Buganda itself. Even when power is shaken, identity remains. Today, the Buganda Kingdom still exists. The Kabaka remains a powerful cultural figure, and the traditions continue to shape millions of lives. This is not just history, it's a living legacy, a kingdom where leadership can begin in childhood, where culture defines identity, and where the past still walks with the present. If this story inspired you, subscribe to the African Story Vault, because Africa's greatest stories are still waiting to be told.